Do you like basketball? Basketball, no. Mm-hmm. I like, but I'm not good at. Yes, I'm not.
Me too.
Boom. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the State of the League podcast, the fastest podcast in the world.
Whoa.
It's already over.
Oh.
David Robinson, take it away.
I guess fast doesn't mean good. That's true.
Yeah, no. Well, it depends. Is this F1 or is this F1
Ooh.
podcasting? Maybe we should create like a sport where you drive really fast and you talk at the same time.
F1 is crazy because it's not even a battle between the drivers. It's a battle between engineering staffs.
It's a team sport.
It's robot fighting, really.
Well, it's cool because there's all like, and again, I'm not locked into F1 at all, but like it seems like all these nerds do all the work.
Yeah, and then they have a cool guy.
they find the coolest guy in the world to drive their car. And he's fucking shredded, and he's just like, he's got like 4 supermodels dating him at the same time, and they're just like, yep, we play our role on the team.
It's young Lando, the most famous boy in the world. He makes 30 million pounds a week. And he does it, and then it's like you see the training, and it is physically demanding.
Yeah,
they say they lose like 12 pounds a race, and they claim they have like the best reflexes out of any sport, which might be true. Like
I'd like to see him go against a Fortnite pro.
That dude Peterbot is crazy. Like that, I don't know. Yeah, some of the pro gamer people are nuts, and I don't get it because they're like, yeah, the fall off in that sport is crazy in esports.
How do you mean?
Like, so Ninja was the best. And then
Yes.
in the span of like 2 or 3 years, he was garbage. And then there were some other people that popped up, like Tfue and whatever. Mm-hmm. They're garbage now, I think. And I saw, you know, Stable Ronaldo, the FaZe guy.
Not really. No.
Well, he's this kid, and I'm pretty sure he was a pro Fortnite player. I'm not 100% sure, but
I'll Google him. Let's see.
I'm
Maybe
pretty sure he was a
him.
pro Fortnite player, and then a few years ago, and he doesn't do it anymore. He had a 1v1 with the current best Fortnite player. His name is Peterbot, and they did.
He got smoked.
It was 99-0. If he killed him one time before he got to 100, then he won like 25K. He could not do it. It was just unbelievable.
I would be so embarrassed.
Yeah, and well, this is a former pro.
Yeah, gaming to me that makes sense. Like the sharpest upward like curve from the second it becomes like a viable professional thing. Obviously, there are guys who like, you know, they're pretty good back then, but when it becomes a professional thing, then everybody who's like 8 years old in that moment is then immediately progressing towards professional gaming. And there's some 8-year-olds out there that like, I don't know, like you don't have to be good at anything physical. And so it's literally just like how good and how long have you been doing this? Well, you
probably got to have big enough hands, a certain amount.
You can get custom controllers.
That's true, maybe.
That's what they should do. F1 cars for gamer controllers.
But yeah, then the F1 guys, like, they're in good shape. They have these physical traits. But then I look it up, and it's like, yeah, the impact is marginal. Like, Lewis Hamilton, even though he's, like, the 20-time world champion, it was really because he had, like, the best engineering squad. And it seems the best engineering squad is just directly proportional to who has the most money. Maybe that's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I guess maybe you could argue that's all sports, but it just feels a little extreme in F1. It's definitely like that in baseball right now. There's just
they should do a salary
Dodgers
cap
are a super
on
team.
F1. And so, like...
I think they do. They have some kind of rules when it comes to limiting the building stuff, but I don't know.
You should have to have one piece of your car made out of wood. It's like you have to pick one structural part that's just fucked up. And so then I'm trying to see. I don't necessarily want anyone to die, but you know, high speeds. I'm trying to see some action. You know what I wish was real? Robot boxing, real
Mexico.
steel.
Well,
No.
what did you say?
Robot Boxing Real Steel.
I never saw it.
Dude, that's like your kind of movie. It's like
I
a
probably
weird.
would like it. Is it on?
You would
anything?
love it. I mean, it's on the internet. And I'll Google
It's
it real
on.
quick.
Is it gonna watch? Because I would be interested on it. It's gonna be in a ridiculous streaming service.
Oh, you can rent it for $18 on Globo Prime.
That's made up, correct? Renting.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's $4 on Amazon.
What the heck, dude?
Yeah, but it's very good. It's like Hugh Jackman plays a washed up human boxer, and he got into the realm of like robot boxing has overtaken human boxing, and so it's a lot like F1 in the sense that like they're building out these crazy robots, and however many resources you can put into it matters a ton. But yeah, they find like this old robot in the junkyard, and it's like a rags to riches story. It's good. It's like a really fun time.
I used to love Metabots as a kid.
Don't remember Metabots.
It was a robot fighting show, and you could upgrade your bot. It was cool. Brian Windhorst is on my TV. He's got his top 5 off-season storylines. Number 5, no cap space. Number 4, key free agents. Number 3, draft night. Number 2, KD. Number 1, Giannis.
No fat Luca on there?
No
skinny Luca.
No fat Luca. There's
Wow.
I think Eurobasket is this summer, right?
Okay, get his ass in there. I'm trying to. If I see Luca without a garbage bag on one time this summer, I'm pulling all my Lakers stock. I can't handle it anymore.
Yeah, I wonder if everyone's gonna play, because we got a ton of Euros.
Yeah, I do feel like I wrote that down the other day. I feel like the Kevin Durant piece kind of under the radar right now, just because it's been a foregone conclusion for so long. But like, he's still so good.
Yeah,
and he could really change. Like with Giannis on the move, everybody's kind of like, okay, well the prize this offseason would be like one of the best players in the world. But there's plenty of teams that like, if they had Kevin Durant right now, their fortunes would probably be very different.
Yeah, I was just listening to Zach Lowe and Bill. And they were talking about like ranking the top players. And
Bill's was insane.
Wait, why? I don't remember.
I just listened to that clip. Like it came up on my YouTube. His was like, it was like Cade over Anthony Davis, LeBron, and Kevin Durant not on there at all. Yeah, there was a few, like Anthony Edwards 4th. It was just like, and he, to be fair, he did say, I'm a recency bias guy. And so I'm like,
he's very much like Tatum is out. Like he doesn't exist for the next year.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, but
and
like,
then, yeah,
over Luka is still insane to me. I don't know.
The stuff he does with like Kevin Durant and Booker are out because
their teams were bad.
Yeah, he's like, maybe win more than 46 games or something like that. He like immediately dismisses it.
But like, would Haliburton, is he fixing the Suns?
Absolutely not. If Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant swapped places, probably pretty similar outcomes for both teams.
Yeah.
But even Zach said like, if you go to the average person on the street and tell them that Tyrese Haliburton is better than Kevin Durant now, they won't believe you. And I was like, is he? I love Tyrese Haliburton. I think he's incredible.
I think he's worked his way into that conversation. But like, this postseason has not been like, yep, he's clear of that tier for me now. Now it's more just like, okay, we're seeing some crazy shit. The kind of shit that I just saw for 10 years with Kevin Durant, we're seeing that now with Haliburton. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's so hard to compare.
Hard.
It's so hard to compare him directly to other guys because he's so different. And a lot of what people admire about him is really just his ability to take his hands off the wheel and just let everyone else cook. And you could say, like, that's a trait of his, but without the right supporting cast, it would be bad. It doesn't work. And Zach Lowe did say, like, he's the type of guy who inspires players to play a different way, like how Jokic gets people to cut. Haliburton has a similar effect, and he gets people to play as fast as possible. So, like, whoever comes into his ecosystem, he uplifts them that way. But still, there's a limit to
If
that.
Benedict Mathurin was playing next to Jalen Green, we'd be getting a lot more stories out of the locker room.
And But like if Haliburton had the Magic supporting cast, like I don't know if we feel the same way.
Is he inspiring
Yeah.
Anthony Black to make 30% of his threes?
Hey, KCP might be better, but like is Gary Harris? Is he avoiding 7 straight games with 0 points in 10 minutes? Maybe.
Probably not. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I mean you are right, and it's a tough thing to navigate because it's such like a ceiling raiser thing. Like that that does nothing to raise your floor in any that
if
aspect.
you swap Durant and Haliburton, the Pacers are worse.
100%, yes, they are worse. I'll make that decision.
And the Suns still go nowhere. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's weird. It's very odd to think about.
They're probably. I think Durant is done as like a legitimate offensive engine. I think that aspect of his game is a little bit cooked, and so that's another part where it's really hard to compare guys like that. Durant's ability to like get to the rim or get the defense in rotation, it's not great, but isolation scoring and defense, I still think Kevin Durant is like a world-class combination of those two things. And so if you get him into a situation where it's not like Tyus Jones setting the table for everyone else. Sorry, my girlfriend across the room just gave me a sad look. She used to like Tyus Jones on the Wizards. But yeah, if
Tyus Jones is a funny comparison for Haliburton because he's the guy everyone wants their team to get Tyus Jones, and they're like, well, if we just got a true point guard in here, and he kind of does what Haliburton does, but it's not to the same effect.
I don't even think they're. I'm really out on Tyus Jones.
Like he just passes to other people, and he's like Cook.
but Haliburton, there is an insane combination of like applying pressure on the defense to go along with his like no turnovers shit, because that's like Tyus Jones' defining characteristic, the assist to turnovers stuff. He takes care of the ball or whatever. Haliburton does too, but like he also, there's like so many plays where you're like, how the fuck did they get a basket? There was like 4 guys in the paint, and like the ball was completely in danger, and Haliburton just like tipped it the right direction, and they get like a dunk or a 3 out of it. I don't know.
I don't know, because I was going through, I rewatched all 15 of his assists, and most of them are like literally just throw it out and transition ahead to someone and they score, and very, very basic passes.
So you're pocket watching.
I'm pocket watching.
Yep,
because I'm a Trey guy, so I'm like,
yes, I know. So you're sitting there in Magic City in Atlanta being like, yep, these are literally, I mean, the scorer is creating the assists here. This is not doing anything.
Yeah, Trey could do this easily, but Trey waits till they're at the rim. So, but he had a couple impressive like jump passes, but still, for the most part, it's a lot of passes that theoretically everyone can make. And so I don't know how to assign. I don't know whether that is value assigned to him or not. It's hard to navigate. But I also think he's he might be the best overall shooter in the world behind Steph Curry.
I was gonna bring. Well, okay, let's do. I mean, we're supposed to hit a 20-minute intro for our plan that we laid out.
We have 7 more minutes. We'll talk Haliburton coming in 7 minutes. I'll tell you what I hate: pickleball.
I mean, I'm on board with that.
You're racist if you play pickleball, everybody. And you want to know what makes it even worse?
What makes it even worse?
We have ping pong. We have tennis.
Both based.
And then I was looking at Roger Federer's wiki, and he was playing another kind of tennis, another smaller version.
But not pickleball?
Of tennis. No, not pickleball. It was something, I've never heard of it. It must be a European thing. But it was some kind of condensed version of tennis. Let me scroll through. Oh crap, his parents worked at a pharmaceutical company.
Whoa. Roger Federer Sackler. That's his full name. He dropped the last part when the opioid stuff was going down.
Let's see. He grew up playing many sports. Oh, and badminton. Badminton is just like tennis. Like, that's not a separate thing. That's under the freaking umbrella.
I mean, it can't bounce, but there's rackets involved, I suppose.
Well, that's true. Here, talk for a little bit while I find what
do you want me to talk about? Damn, bro.
Tennis this is.
Okay. Stephon Diggs, coke on the boat. Anybody? Did you guys see that?
Was he doing coke?
Yeah, I think that was him. I don't know what football players look like, so let me see. Stephon Diggs.
Well, he was on the boat. I didn't know there was cocaine.
Yeah. He whipped out a bag of like pink cocaine, and the hose took it, and I mean, I think you should be allowed to do that.
Dude.
If you play football, you should be allowed to do cocaine. That's my take. Well, really, everybody should. I'm pretty pro, legalize it and let's get some actual rehab centers out there. But specifically football players, you're doing that just to entertain me. You can have a little coke. I don't care. That's fine.
Come on, let him coke.
But he wasn't at Patriots practice, shoot around today, throw around, whatever it's called.
Is it OTAs? Is it optional?
OTAs? What is that?
Optional training activities. It's got optional in the name, but in football they always get mad if you don't show up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that if he's not there, it must be optional on a technicality, but it seemed like big news that he wasn't there. But I mean, if I got caught, giving cocaine on a boat, I probably would show up. I'd be like, yeah, that was really cool. That video of me with everybody crowding around me while I'm throwing out designer drugs, I was pretty sick. But I guess that's not allowed in the NFL, the most conservative sports league of all time. If Allen Iverson did that, everyone would freaking clap. David Stern would have given him a medal.
I can't.
Did you find this fucking tennis?
No,
I mean,
jeez. I can't find this kind of tennis. It's kind of funny though, because he was like, I played other sports, but in tennis you have complete control over if you win or lose. So I stuck with tennis instead of the other ones. There's some guys in the NBA
doubles?
who could have done that one.
I'm saying we should. I hope we send better players to the 3-on-3 tournament for the next Olympics. We got to get NBA players more willing to play the 3-on-3 thing.
Don't disrespect Justin Wright Foreman. Oh wait, I think he actually wasn't there. Who was on
Jimmer
the team
was
that
there.
lost? Jimmer was there.
I don't know the rest. I know it was Jimmer, and it's a big L for Mormonism that happened.
Well, it was all white guys, right?
I mean, potentially. I don't remember. I just remember that it was an embarrassing loss and a disgrace to our nation.
I'll pull up that roster. Team USA 3v3 loss.
Okay. All right. What do I got going on? I'll pull up Mikal Bridges' apology form. I'm not apologizing. This is the reverse. You know how there's apology forms for you thought a player was bad and you're apologizing because they're actually good? This is
good.
This is Mikal. If you thought he was good, it's an apology form because he's reasons that I thought he was good. He was on a hot streak. I didn't care about the first rounders. Everyone else was hyping him up. I thought he could be the star we traded for. I thought I didn't know basketball, but turns out I do. Yeah, we'll talk about him later too. We'll talk about this whole Knicks team. I'm not feeling great.
Canyon Barry, Dylan Travis. Those were our three guys. Kareem Maddox. Yeah,
I don't know them.
Very odd. There were, even if you're not going to go NBA level, there's a ton of guys who are better than that. Crazy roster choices.
It smells good in here.
What
I don't know.
Cooking?
No, we have a simmer pot going. Someone's coming over at 5. And we didn't have a scented candle to light. My girlfriend's always she's so host-pilled that she wanted to make it smell.
You put oranges or something?
Yeah, it's like oranges, lemons, cinnamon, stuff. And to be fair, props. It's working. It smells great in here, so I guess I'm complaining for nothing.
Would you ever get in the perpetual stew game?
Dude, oh my God. I can't. Shout out to you for bringing that up. Like every time we have stopped recording for the past 3 or 4 episodes, I've opened my phone and Perpetual Stew has come up, and I've been like, yo, I gotta bring this up on the next episode. I absolutely would. I made stew the other day because his looked so good.
I don't know about Perpetual Stew. I feel like it's one of those things that works for other people, and it wouldn't work for me.
Well, you have no resilience, so the first time the stew, fought back, I think you'd probably give up.
Why is the stew fights back?
Well, it's alive forever. It's a being that you have to coexist
want it to
with.
fight back.
But you get yummy stew whenever you want.
I don't know, because does it really blend that well? I used to, when I was little, at the drink fountain, I'd be like, what if I got root beer and Coke and Pepsi and this? And it would always taste it. It didn't taste that good, honestly. It didn't.
It was more of like
other.
a cool. It was like, ha, watch this. I don't give a crap, and then you mix them all together.
I don't give a hoot.
Oh, to be a boy again. I used to do that in the summers. There was a public pool I would go to, and there was a gas station down the street, and I would go there, and I would get a giant pop, and I would drink that, and I would swim for 8 hours until my sister came and picked me up.
Did you pee in the pool?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't. See, I didn't.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I didn't know till later that everyone else was. I wouldn't have liked the pool as much had I known.
Sometimes I would get out to pee, and I would be like, yep, I'm doing a service. Public service. Not pissing all over you people. I don't anymore. But as a child, I did.
Yeah.
So are you anti-ocean then? Because it's pee?
Ocean, no. I feel like the vastness of it cancels out the penis. But, well, okay. Well, P-E-E.
Guys, clip that. Go ahead and clip that. Thank you very much.
N-E-S-S. But I'm scared of the ocean for other reasons. I mean, seaweed is going to grab me. Giant whale going to swallow me.
Seaweed is gross.
Shark.
Do you like sitting? Do you like sitting at the beach?
Not really. I mean, sand is not the best. I don't love sitting in the sun in general. Like,
yeah, you need. I'm cool for me. Prime Beach, it's like sunset-ish, and so I'll be there for like an hour and a half. Sun's going down. I'm not sand-pilled. Sand is really annoying. I would hate to live somewhere with sand, and I am scared of like the deep ocean. But sitting on the beach around sunset, or night beach. Oh my God, so relaxing.
I'll walk by the beach on a walking path, but as far as stopping, and if you eat on the beach, there could be like bugs or seagulls or something too.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's kind of just everywhere.
Yeah, that's also a thing. I'm really I'm not an outdoors eater guy.
That's fucked up. I like a picnic. You don't like a picnic?
Not really, because like barbecue, there's always bees. There's always bees coming, and then like at a restaurant, there's never really a time where I'm like, yeah, this would be awesome if I was on the patio instead of inside.
Patio.
I like the AC. I like a dark light. I like jazz.
Ooh, that does sound nice. I don't mind patio seating, but it's also not like, I don't know. I feel like every time I sit on the patio, a loud car drives by, and then I'm like, my meal's ruined. Shut up, dude.
There's some people who sitting on patios in Chicago is crazy, it's weird. I have so much prolonged eye contact with people sitting right next to the window.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I wouldn't want to sit there. You're like putting on a show for everyone walking by, and so many people are walking by.
A zoo animal.
Yeah, really.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair, I guess.
What am I seeing? Okay, so top of the top series-saving moments is on my TV. Number 5 is Josh Smith and Corey Brewer in the fourth quarter of the 2015 West Semis. So that's the game. They erased like a 20-point lead without Harden. Do you remember that?
I do have a vague memory, because this is like, that's just another bullet point on the list
Yeah.
of like, oh, he's
If
bad
it-
in the playoffs. Wow, look at what his team did without him.
That's like, yeah, that's one of the craziest hater moments in history. Number 4 was Kawhi dropping 41 in some game. Number 3 is LeBron and Kyrie dropping 82 in Game 5 of the 2016
That was
Finals.
crazy.
What is going to beat this? Here, guess before it comes up.
Kawhi Leonard, Game 7? Or is this, it can't be in the Game 7? I don't know.
Oh, number 2 is LeBron in 2012 against the Celtics.
Ah,
45
yeah.
and 50. But what is this going to be? Is it just going to be Game 7 2016?
Maybe. Even though LeBron was, well, I guess the block. And Game 7, everything's fake. Empty the clip. Do what you need to do to win.
Oh, come on.
Draymond was the best player on the floor.
Number 1 is
What?
the Ray Allen shot.
That should be good for you. That's
How do
fallen by
you-
the wayside as far as hating goes.
But like 1-3 versus 82 combined points in a game, like the 1-3 is more clutch. I don't know.
Well, because like it was literally down to that shot.
Yeah, the most 25-point games when facing elimination at age 23 or younger. Edwards is tied for the most with 6. Then it was Luka, then it was Dirk, and then it was someone else. A lot of
Damn.
ESPN's got some good stuff going on.
Hey, nice guys. It's like you're watching TV.
Yeah.
The famously good product. We're recapping that for you. Okay. You want to talk Knicks Pacers?
Yeah,
Because we can get back to the Haliburton part of it and everything.
yeah.
Let me timestamp. My shit's loading. 2026. Knicks Pacers. Okay, so Pacers hold on against the New York Knicks, take a 3-1 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. Tyrese Haliburton, probably the best game anyone's had in the playoffs. Easily
Anyone?
the best game. What, do you have one?
Well, it's only 32, and I guess 15 is a lot.
32,
But-
12, and 15 with 0 turnovers on 62% true shooting.
What does Shea do in the 40 and 10?
But hey,
40 and
55,
10
hey,
40 and
30,
10 and
he
9.
needed 30 shots. That's a bad thing.
That is true.
It's definitely up there. It's one of the best playoff games I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie, and especially like eye test for eye test. This Haliburton game much better than the Shea game. I will say that. This is the first ever game with 30 points, 15 assists, and no turnovers in the playoffs. This is the most assists anyone has had in a playoff game this season. The only other 15 assist game was also Haliburton against the Bucks. And the only other player to record at least 11 assists with 0 turnovers in this postseason was Ty Jerome. He had 11 assists against
No turnovers.
the Heat, I
Um,
think.
10 bricks a game is 10 turnovers, guys.
Hey, that counts, but Haliburton wasn't doing it, so yeah. I mean, it's. I understand people overreacting to this game. It was a really good game.
Yeah, it was great. I think. Do you think chances Knicks come back 3-1?
Not great. Just
I'm
'cause-
counting them out. I'm pouring dirt in the grave.
Okay. All right. I'm cool. I'm cool counting them out. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck them.
Or we'll prey on their downfall.
These guys are out. They're done. I mean, I don't know. That was the other thing I wrote down. My 2 big bullet points. Tyrese Haliburton, nuclear. I hated this game for the Knicks. I hated every aspect of this game for the Knicks. They bench Josh Hart, and they start the double big lineup. The double big lineup gets their fucking faces fried off by Haliburton. 15 points in the first quarter. They still play Josh Hart more than 4 starters in the first half. He played 21 minutes. And it was just bad. Carlisle mind games. I wrote that down. Achua.
Oh yeah.
He got some minutes, and so,
He got
so
2.
it's working. It's working. Cat, Jalen Brunson, awful defensively. I would say the last couple of games, Jalen Brunson's been feeding us food for the small guard anti-agenda. Like, because in that video we made, he was one of our exceptions to the rule. We were like, and Brunson's Brunson. He's insane. So we're not going to shit on him.
He had 31 on 19
He was
shots.
straight up disastrous defensively. Like, the second he went to the bench in the second quarter, the Knicks came roaring back. I think they lost his minutes by 16 in this game, which, I mean, 9-point loss.
Yeah, he's minus 16.
That's not like, I don't know. It's not like he was minus 30 or something, but that's supposed to be, it's not great. They won the cap minutes, and so it's like, I don't know. I definitely, like, if this is what's happening against the Pacers, I guess they're better offensively than the Thunder, but, like, life would be very hard against OKC.
Well, look, if you get 31 from Brunson, 24 from Towns, 22 from OG, 17 from Bridges, and even 12,
I hated McHale's game too.
12 from Josh Hart, and you still lose? I mean, that's kind of all you had to give.
It's because the defense, it was bad. Because Cat and Brunson are really bad at defense. And Mitchell Robinson and McHale, like, whoever Haliburton had in front of him.
He cooked really Mitchell Robinson a lot. And
yeah.
Yeah, and he just shoots these deep pull-up threes before they really have to get up on him. They have to guard him like he's Steph, really.
But he can blow. It's weird. Like, his first step, I was watching. Someone was describing guarding Shea the same way they described Randy Moss. I can't remember what the video was, but they were like, because guys would always watch film of Randy Moss and be like, I can guard this guy. Because on film, he doesn't, like, explode speed-wise. It's just, like, the way his body moves is very unique, and it's hard to, like, match his movements. And that's similar to Shea. Haliburton doesn't feel like a lightning-quick guy to me, but even, like, the idea of a screen, he's past his guy. And he has, like, McHale on his hip or whatever, and he's doing whatever he wants in the paint. And so, yeah, I don't know. That's just, it's a awful, awful defensive game. And that was really the story of the fourth quarter, too. There was a lot of moments where it was like, you know, you get a big shot from OG or whoever to make it like a 4-point game. And it's like, okay, well, none of this matters unless we get stops. And then the next trip down, they just give up points immediately.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of Towns doomerism on Bill Simmons and Zach Lowe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because I do think Brunson defensively is the bigger issue, but obviously you're not going to part with Brunson because he's the entire offensive engine. You
also straight up scammed him. His contract is insane.
Yeah, but how much longer is it going to be insane for? Isn't it going to be
a while? I feel like. Hold on, let me see.
And I guess Towns is like extension eligible or something this offseason, but yeah, I don't know. The two big lineup, like the dream of making Towns tenable on the defensive end would be the two big lineup. Like, what if Mitchell Robinson is literally just Rudy, and we recreate the Timberwolves in the aggregate? But it hasn't worked out.
I would also say they've gotten outlier health from Mitchell Robinson. It's been a very durable postseason run from him.
Well, he just missed the entire regular season, didn't he?
He missed a lot of it. That's why they traded for Towns originally, is because he had, like, surgery last offseason, and all of a sudden Hartenstein leaves, and it's like, oh shit, we have no centers on this roster now. And so, I mean, that's not entirely why they traded for Towns, but it was one of the factors.
Would they be... So obviously Towns is an incredible offensive player. Would they be better with Hartenstein? Just straight up with him?
I think so.
I think if you're gonna go the Brunson route, I do think you have to.
Knicks fans hated Hartenstein. I have so many like tweets where I'm like, Hartenstein's good. Wish the Knicks still had him, and they were like, nope, he fell off defensively in the playoffs because he got fucking nuked
killed by
Joel Embiid. I guess. Like, oh, we don't need this guy anymore. Who the hell was stopping that?
Well, don't worry, that guy's gone.
Well, yeah, so it'd be cool if we kept the guy who was really good outside of that individual matchup. Well, I guess he also got nuked by the Pacers, which same is happening to this front court. Maybe it's like a Pacers issue. Brunson's contract, by the way, 35 mil next season, 37 mil 2027, 41 million, and then 43 million in 2028-29. So it never breaks $44 million for what is essentially a top 12 player, even with like all the shit we're talking right now about small guards, bad defense, all this stuff. We've seen, like, when he's good, he's incredible.
That is a pretty insane gamble. Wasn't there something in the contract about how he could make more money later somehow?
I mean, maybe there's like some.
Maybe it becomes extension eligible earlier somehow. I don't know.
I don't see anything like that. The only notes, there's a player option in 2029, so maybe he doesn't pick that up. And there's a 15% trade bonus.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I just think the Pacers are straight up better. We got another big game from Siakam. We got good games like all across the board. Well, Nembhard no, but
it doesn't even matter because we have so many other avenues for offense. Mathurin, I thought, had a pretty impactful game.
20 points off the bench. He got to the free throw line 11 times. This is the guy. This is what we want DeMar DeRozan to do. This is what we imagine Sabonis doing. Like all these guys who are overqualified, like you give them too much, and you're like, let's make this guy a main pillar. They never did it with Mathurin. They're like, you're our bench guy. You're our bench spark plug. Mm-hmm. And it's worked out.
Yeah. What else did I write down? Let me see this. Really aggressive scoring game from Haliburton. Oh, this is the most field goal attempts he's had in any half in the playoffs. He had 12 in the first half.
Booyah.
And his 23 field goal attempts tied for the most shots he's taken in any playoff game this year. The only other ones with 20 or more field goal attempts were overtime games. So, yeah, just an incredible performance. And it is a little difficult to... I guess Cat and Brunson just have to play better. That's like the only avenue for the Knicks to win.
So what would the comeback be sparked by? You need at least one game from shooting variance. Just Pacers make 2, Knicks make 25.
And they can. This Knicks team, they could do that. They could do that. Which 43% on nearly 33s in this game, and they still lost by nearly 10. Yeah, but no, this is a talented enough offense that they could have a serious, just like hot hand shooting night. So one reverse of this game where Brunson leads them home to a clutch win, as opposed to the Pacers are just so good in tight games. They are not reliant, like, if Haliburton has it going, cool, but they're not like locked into that. There's so many ways they could beat you.
I feel like we should not have gone away from Deuce McBride as much as we have, as much as we did in this game. He only played 15 minutes, coming off a game where he did really good. What did he do in the previous game? Defensively, he was amazing in the game before.
Well, that was the other part of this, is the lineups that we were glazing for the last game that were good on defense. What did he have?
Oh, he only played 15 minutes in the last one, too.
Yeah, 9 points. But he was a +7. Those lineups were bad this game. Nobody could guard anyone. But I agree. For me, Deuce McBride...
Did they play that same lineup?
A little bit, I think, or at least the pillars of it. Like, you got, the starters without Brunson. I think maybe it was Shamet out there instead of McBride, which that is like a worse defender.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
He was -14. That's crazy.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, damn, Mitchell Robinson was -20. Oh, shit. He was getting cooked. It's just really unfair to... Like, I feel like that's... You want to talk about an illustration between him and Rudy Gobert? Is like... He is what people act like Rudy Gobert on switches is. Where, like, Haliburton draws him out, and it's like he moves his feet okay, but eventually gets blown by, or, like, pull up 3 or whatever. People ISO Gobert, and it never works. It does not work. And so, I don't know.
It works for Luka. Well, I guess
That doesn't. It was not an ISO.
In this series. Wait, what? The famous play from last year?
Oh my God! Wow, one play.
That
Cool.
was a pretty epic play. No, but
It was.
I feel like
but
he
now
did bully
he's fat,
him
and
all that. all
Gobert's
series
in the
long.
conference finals, so
That is true. But Gobert's single now, and Luke is happily married. So who really wins?
well, Gobert wanted to be single. He abandoned his wife and child.
What's it called?
I don't know.
It's
What are you looking for? Describe the concept.
It's
Let's talk
crazy.
it out.
So the report with Gobert, yeah, it's a good thing they won that game last year that he missed to see the birth of his child, because then.
Mhm.
But I think he's still into his kid. So I think originally there was reports like he doesn't care about the kid anymore, but he's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm fighting for the custody of the kid. So he's still
Yeah.
all in on the kid. But it would
Oh, so he's my ex-wife pilled now.
it would have been funny if he missed that game last year and they got killed, and then
He
he was like,
abandoned
yeah, and then he abandoned the kid. Maybe that kid is a good luck charm. What if he only wins series when the kid is there?
I'm gonna get arrested because I'm shit talking Rudy Gobert.
Is there anything else with this series?
I don't know. You got to talk until this car leaves.
They were doing Tibbs doomerism as well, and Bill was like, he's got to be fired or whatever. Or we got to get rid of him. And then Zach was like, well, who's going to come in and change their lives? And Bill's like, I don't know. I don't have
Mike
an
Malone.
answer for
Oh my God.
The thing is, Mike Malone is pretty much Tibbs, right? Like he's pretty strict on his minutes.
Yes.
So
he's not to Tibbs' degree, but like it's similar, pratfalls. But like I feel like he would experiment more in the regular season with some of the guys that they're just like trotting out now.
Tactically, I don't feel like this is a team that's like behind offensively or defensively or anything like that. Maybe I guess defensively you can have criticisms, but like you're trying to work around some bad guys on the defensive end.
Yeah,
so
I'm not upset with him not being able to figure out the Brunson Towns problem.
Zach Lowe was like, who are you gonna get? Like one of the Phoenix guys, one of the 10 coaches Phoenix is fired. I don't think any of them change your life. And I was like, I don't know, maybe get Vogel in here. Maybe let's see.
It could be the move.
But really, if your problem is the minutes, and you're like, we need to not play 7 guys, 6.5 guys. Taylor Jenkins would be an answer. He's
The wheel.
He would do the wheel. He'd get everyone involved. And how would this Knicks team look with the wheel?
Precious Achua, most improved player. Nod.
It could be pretty sick. Brunson, ISO, OG, ISO. We got a lot of ISO guys.
Could be cool. It could be cool.
Josh Hart cutting in. Oh, what a blast.
Oh my, he's been bad.
Well,
I saw there was a tweet blowing up where it was just like
12 and 11.
If you want an example of how bad Embiid's opponent luck is, Josh Hart, every other, like, he was like 30% in the regular season from 3, and he was 29% in the Pacers series after they beat the Knicks. But against the 76ers, Josh Hart was like 44% from 3.
He was God mode.
That was if that was him as a player, he'd be so good.
I think DiVincenzo was God mode that series too.
Well, I mean, last night he was too, or 2 nights ago.
Trey went God mode too against them. So Embiid, he's just the ultimate competitor. So
He's
he brings out
he's
the
Jogo
best in his opponent. Yeah, he really is Jogo.
Yeah, because he just goes up against monsters. He's
Yeah.
like, oh man, Josh Hart, this is literally Gojo. Fuck.
And
Trey.
And Ben Simmons is like Hanami. The
Okay. Damn. I was just thinking, it's so crazy how like the manga is over. We are not gonna get Gojo Sukuna in the next season. There's pretty much no chance we get there. So like
no, because the Coling games, and then is it Gojo versus Sukuna or is there something else?
Well, it goes Culling Games into Gojo Sukuna, I believe. Yeah.
Well, Gojo vs. Sukuna will definitely be a movie, I think.
Fuck, that'll be so. I'm going to the theaters for that one.
I'm going to the movies for that. I'm gonna see Karate Kid's coming soon.
I heard it's really bad.
Well, from who? Probably someone who doesn't even get karate.
Sean Fennessy.
Yeah. That guy's going to tell you how to feel about karate.
White man tells you karate's
Come
bad?
on.
Wow.
Come on, dude. He's never done karate in his life.
I don't know. To me,
Rooftop karate in a city?
that's just not for me. It's just not for me.
You're not a karate guy? Have you seen
I'm a
Cobra
karate
Kai?
guy. No, I haven't. I'm just not like a karate school guy. I'm more of like a martial arts in practice in a movie. Like if I was like an assassin and I got into a hand fight, that's cool. Karate school, it's cool. The first Karate Kid's good. I don't have like beef with it. And the Jaden Smith
so
one.
Good.
I want to go home. I thought it's fine, but yeah, for me, I just I'd rather see. There's other movies I'd like to watch.
Not in theaters now. But yeah, so Pacers in 5.
Pacers, and what are they up? 3-1.
Yeah.
Pacers in 9. It's gonna be a war.
Okay. What? Something changes? Rules?
Yeah, that's how good the next 3 games are gonna be. They're gonna say, hey, best of 9.
Oh, if they got 100 million people a game, they'd be like, all right, extend this.
Extend the series.
The people love it. Move Taylor Swift. She's not performing in Indy next week anymore.
Nah. Pacers in 6. It's just tough because like. Back against the wall, I don't have that much faith in this Knicks team. If you told me they came out and it was just like flat, like Madison Square Garden's ready to explode, the crowd is so ready, and then it's just boop, season's over. That wouldn't surprise me that much.
Timothy Chalamet aneurysm on the sideline.
I'd be sad.
That'd be way worse than the Knicks losing.
The friggin' Knicks. Yeah. I don't. That's it.
Yeah, they don't even have dollar slices in New York anymore. Screw New York.
Yeah, it's $5 slices because of inflation.
Screw that, dude.
Guys, Google pizza inflation for more.
Google Sonic inflation.
What time is it? 47? All right. Let's do Wolves Thunder. Wolves Thunder. Thunder hold on, take a 3-1 lead over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hey, this was our first. Both games were competitive. Conference finals. Western, yeah. Like one of them had been a blowout this whole time.
So we got a Shea Masterclass, 40.
Yeah, it took him
10.
30 shots, so that's bad.
Well, he just created so much. He got through the line 12 times.
Shot chucker, flopper, crybaby.
No, he's the MVP. And Ron Artest
well,
said
he is the MVP,
Ron
but
Artest said he's the best player ever.
Ever?
Yep. He said he's just like Michael Jordan. And sometimes when he goes out, he's the best guy ever.
Did Ron Artest change his name back? Or did you just dead name him?
I might have dead named him. I don't know.
Damn, bro, come on. No, Shea, I'm just epically trolling. 40 points. I liked this game a lot. Because, like, 3-1, such a momentum moment that, like, I don't want you to shoot 12 times in this game. Jokic, game 7, 9 shots. Can we get a couple more up, pal? I thought this was the best 3-man game. Shea, Chet, and J-Dub of the playoffs. Yeah. 40, 10, and 9 for Shea. J-Dub had 34 with 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals on 7.
Damn.
Damn, just ripped a fat blunt. Sorry, everybody. J-Dub, 68% true shooting. And then Chet, 21.7 rebounds, 3 blocks on 71% true shooting. Really a confident Chet three-pointer game. He was letting it fly.
It was... I was really impressed with J-Dub. This is really the J-Dub of our dreams. Just mid-range cooking, a lot of open threes from Shea, and then a couple pull-up threes. And yeah, that seemed to be enough because no one else really poured it in. We got 10 from Caruso, but that was it.
Yeah, and in the fourth, those three guys, they combined for 34 points on nearly 80% true shooting. It was, it really felt like if this Wolves team got to play them in the second round, it feels like a lot of like the nervousness levers Denver already pulled. Like make big shots, and like guys were like, oh, I don't know if I can. Like in the Nuggets series, that already happened, and so now they're much more settled in.
It's interesting to think about because I think the Nuggets performed better defensively than this Wolves team, even though the Wolves have better personnel.
Makes no sense.
They do the same, like, back in the paint, but they're just far less aggressive with it. And maybe some people will be like, because they're worried about fouling or being called for fouls, so the referees have neutered them. But I don't know. I don't.
Christian Brown was. It was a very physical series. Nuggets Thunder, and Brown was allowed to touch him and stuff. Like it was very physical guarding Shea, but I agree. The Wolves are just worse at like this kind of attack, and it always. Well, first of all, in this specific game, you give up 19 offensive rebounds to the Thunder with Hartenstein only playing, 15 minutes? You should lose by 40 points if you give up that many offensive rebounds. The idea that this was a close game, in spite of that fact, borderline miracle already. But then defensively, yeah, like just so many possessions where, Shea or J-Dub just like wide open from the mid-range, like one bump off of one defender and nobody's even close to contesting him anymore. So yeah, pretty less disheartening game than the Knicks because your role players played, they showed life, I guess, but still, if you're telling me this Wolves team has to win 2 games in Oklahoma City to advance, where they've just been stomped in the first 2 games they played there, I don't know, man.
Yeah, this is another game. Obviously, not the best statistically from Anthony Edwards, but I still don't feel like it was that bad.
The stat line looked worse.
Yeah.
It was 16 points, 6 assists, 5 of 13 from the field with 5 turnovers. He was,
1 for 7 from 3.
He was gravitying, like he was making the right play.
They kept 2 with him on the entire game, and he's doing what Tyrese Haliburton does. He just defers to his teammates.
But just bad. They were bad cooking. When he does it.
Wow, sexual harassment, guys.
Wow.
Do the meme.
Human resources.
Yeah,
I would point to This was disastrous Julius Randle
Randle stinker. I forgot to rewatch these points. Was it all just J-Dub shutting him down or what?
It was a combination of stuff. Like J-Dub was there a lot. There was a lot of like Dort things as well, but also just insecure ball turnovers, like this weird, he would dribble to the free throw line and try to pass it out, and it would just get picked off by an OKC guy. There was one where, like, he dribbles to the top of the key to the free throw line. He's, like, going down into the paint. Caruso, J-Dub, and Chet all converge on him. 3, like, first-team defense level guys just flood him. And, like, he doesn't immediately get rid of it. And it's like, what did we expect to happen there? I just have no idea. So he goes 5 points, 5 turnovers, 1 of 7 shooting. By the end, he was benched. He left the game with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Didn't come back in, but even like the minutes he played in the fourth, he was completely out of the offense. He was essentially just trying to get rebounds out there. It was very ugly.
It's crazy though, because it was really just him and Conley, and then I guess Edwards, if you want. Everyone else played great. Like we got a big Jaden McDaniels game, 22 on 15 shots. We got a miracle Gobert game at this point, 13 points. We got obviously the huge Nickeil Alexander-Walker game. So did you actually know that he's cousins with Shea?
Who is?
Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They're actually cousins.
What?
Yeah.
No, I'd never heard that
So
before.
they actually grew up together and they're cousins. And so
Ooh.
the Alexander in Nickeil Alexander-Walker, it's actually the same Alexander.
What about Trey
as
Alexander?
Gilgeous Alexander. No. But he also has
But maybe.
a long wingspan, I think.
Okay.
I think he's not related to them.
It'd be crazy if I just pulled that one out. He was.
Well, also, there was Tyshawn Alexander, and he has super long wingspan. I don't think he was like them. Oh,
Everyone in the NBA, as long as
he should have made the NBA.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
Nickeil
but big DiVincenzo game, 21. And then Terrence Shannon and Naz Reid both filled it up in with limited shots. We got 9 on 3 shots for Terrence Shannon,
Ooh.
11 on 4 shots for Naz Reid. What a blast! And yeah, this kind of feels like the Knicks game. Like if you're gonna lose this one, this like as good as you could hope for. And it was an incredibly close loss, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, truly to me, it boils down to the offensive rebounding part of it, where it's like. You're going to turn the ball over more. You're going to lose the turnover battle. You'll probably lose the fast break points battle because of it or whatever. But second chance points and the offensive rebounding to get blown out like this, there's no coming back from that. You can't expect to win that game. And in the fourth, there was like several possessions where it was like loose ball. We finally cut this lead to like 3 or 2 points and... It just bounces off. Oh, Chet, put back dunk. Or like, Caruso offensive rebound gives it to Chet for a dunk. There was one sequence where I think it was about 4 minutes left. And the Wolves, this was like a classic close game where you kind of check the score and you're like, damn, they are really lucky that it's only like 3 points right now. They've worked really hard to get back to this point. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker drove baseline. And he got blocked. And I was like, oh, shit. It was a 4-point game. And I was like, a 7-point game would feel insurmountable at this point. The Wolves' offense is just really stalled out. And the Thunder come down on the other end. And that was the possession where Shea, like Nate Robinson, threw Gobert's legs to J-Dub for the 3.
Oh,
do you remember that one?
He did like the splits.
Yeah. And so for that to put him up 7, I was like, dude, yeah, they have... nothing. There's nothing here.
Well, I felt like it was a shootout down the stretch, but OKC just made more defensive plays, like the one you just talked about, and then there was also the Chet block on Jaden McDaniels, which was really nasty because Jaden got him turned around and then he spun and recovered. Yeah, it was crazy. So I feel like Minnesota's still a really good team, but OKC just has too much to make up the difference in this type of game. And yeah, like Anthony Edwards, I don't think the 23 from Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 21 from DiVincenzo, and 22 from McDaniels. If Edwards has a normal scoring game, I don't think those exist. I don't think they can exist. So I'm not upset with Anthony Edwards.
I don't know. I mean, I think if he just hits more if he hits more threes, he went 1 of 7, he could take the exact same amount of shots and just make more.
If he makes 4 threes, let's see.
That's 28 points.
That'd be. Is it
16 plus 12?
16. Oh, that is.
Holy
well, no,
shit,
it's only 3 because he already made 1, so it's only.
Oh,
9,
I thought you were
points.
talking an additional 4 threes. That's so 5 total. My fault.
Right, yeah, that would have been a big game. So yeah, maybe Anthony Edwards if he hit his threes, they could have won.
They could have won, and so we wouldn't be sitting here talking about a 3-1 lead. But we are.
Can they come back? What would the recipe be?
Anthony Edwards takeover.
Takeover, God mode.
Julius Randle.
God
never miss another jump shot. Because we are really like the way we talked about it in the beginning, where it was like if Jokic just struggled with this paint pressure, what the fuck is Randall gonna do? I feel like we really have hit that point where like if he gets the ball in the paint and it's not on an offensive rebound, shit is very difficult for him. So yeah, you just need. Dante DiVincenzo, he has to keep shooting well. Everybody has to keep playing well, supporting cast wise, and you can't give up 20 offensive rebounds again.
And let's just say the real truth that everyone else is afraid to say.
Terrence Shannon Jr. 30 minutes.
30 minutes of Terrence Shannon Jr. So we're at 9 and 8 minutes. So double that to 16 minutes. That's 18.
18.
Double that
to 32. That's 36. Then minus 2 minutes. Let's call that 4 points. 32 points in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Write that down. Write that down, Finch, idiot.
Finch. Oh, watch out. Here comes a player. Don't hurt your knee again, dumbass.
And also, Jalen Clark, 40 minutes. It just matched his minutes to Shea.
Mm-hmm. And then we're good to go.
We're good to go.
Well, that's the games. But what do you want to talk about for the rest here? I'll timestamp this. We can get into the bullshit begins category.
I don't know. This might be a super short one. I don't know if we have 30 minutes of filler.
Oh, well, what have you been getting into lately?
What did I do yesterday? I don't know. I walked to a bakery known for their famous chocolate chip cookie, and
Subway.
It was a little too much. No, Subway's great.
Too much chocolate chip?
Yeah, it was too rich.
Wow, you're used to poor people food?
Oh, yeah, like Subway. 70 cents a cookie.
That sounds good. I kind of want a cookie. I got some pretzels that I'm about to eat after this, like honey. You know, like the little sweet pretzels, like vaguely sweet honey twist pretzels?
Yeah.
I'm about to eat those. It's going to be great. And I started Spotlight last night. I feel like we're always watching. You started it, or you watched it the other day, and it made me want to watch it. And it's so fun. But I'm going to rewatch Anatomy of a Fall, which you should watch. Oh, fuck. You like investigation movies.
Yeah.
This one's one of the best.
Is it in English?
It's in English. It jumps between stuff, but it's in English for a lot of it. Yeah.
There's a new basketball anime. I'm gonna watch. I've been getting a lot of Kuroko edits. You've never seen Kuroko, right?
Nope.
It's not as good as the other sports anime.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It's too unrealistic.
Haikyuu is better.
Yeah, Haikyuu's number 1, Ace of Diamond number 2. Blue Lock number 3. What else have I seen? Days is okay. That's a soccer one. Izanagi. Or no, what is it called? Yawamushi Pedal, the cycling one. That's good.
Okay. You're a sick fuck.
I love sports anime.
I'm rewatching Mad Men right now with my girlfriend. You should watch that. It's a lot like an anime.
I probably will in the summer.
It's good. You're a lot like Don Draper. You remind me.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yep, because you're always smoking cigarettes.
Because I enamor people the same way John Hamm does.
It's weird seeing him talk off camera because like he's such a goofball. I need you to be more serious.
So, you know what? I think I'll binge all the Mission Impossibles first because I heard Zach Lowe say that one of the movies is heavily referenced in the new one.
Well, I guess if you're binging them, you're just gonna watch all the better ones. The first one is good. I remember that. I don't think I've seen any of the other ones.
Philip Seymour Hoffman is apparently a really good villain in one of them.
He's goated, so that makes sense. Oh, they just put a Charlie Wilson's War on Netflix. I know Philip Seymour Hoffman's in that, and apparently he's very good. So probably check that shit out.
So on NFL Live, Caleb Williams had a 47 total QBR last season. It was 28th in
terrible.
the NFL. He was off target on 21% of passes.
What was
That
Jaden
was 35th
Daniels?
in NFL. Well, Jaden Daniels is he's basically a running back, dude. He's a freaking fraud.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's kind of racist. You
No,
can't be
no, it's not. It's just ball talk, dude.
Well, so is Josh Allen. That's what you have to follow it up
He
with.
really is. He's
Yeah,
white,
you have to be
yeah.
like, well, Jaden Daniels is pretty much a running back, like that thug Josh Allen.
When Josh Allen first got in the NFL, he was like a sneaky fantasy quarterback and people were like, he's white Cam Newton because he would only run back then. And
Nice.
he was still productive. But so no one watched film with Caleb Williams last year. That's going to change this year.
Why would no one watch film with him?
Because we had a disastrous coaching staff. They were like, watch on your own, buddy. we don't want to hang with you.
You're annoying. I don't want to hang out with you. Your pink phone, dude. Get away from me.
But yeah, Bears are on top. You know, this third straight season we were off-season champions.
What does that mean? You had the best offseason?
Yeah.
So, how did you win? What was the moves that you made?
So this offseason, we got some great draft picks. We traded for some really good offensive linemen, and then we got a great new coaching staff. Ben Johnson. He's going to change the world.
Sounds like a bad name for a coach.
No.
Doesn't pass the name test.
No, you're an idiot.
Tex Johnson. That's what, he should change his name to pass the test.
Do you see Chris Paul might go to Portland? Do a little Scoot mentoring?
How would that be good for Scoot?
What do you mean? He's literally
I don't want him to be a flopping crybaby.
He's why Shea is MVP now.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
I saw someone asked today, is Tyrese Haliburton on a similar career trajectory to Chris Paul? And I was like, no. But he could make a bunch of All-NBA teams in a row, I guess. The point guard position, what's the comp like moving forward for first team All-NBA? I think Steph's run probably done as a first teamer. Maybe you get one more season out of him.
I don't know if Haliburton's ever going to be putting up the kind of numbers to be
he
first
could.
team.
I mean, what, 19 and 11? That's not enough for first team?
Who was first team this year?
Donovan Mitchell, Shea, Jokic, Giannis. Was it Steph first team? Am I tweaking? Let me see. Hold on.
So Shea, Jokic, Giannis, those are historic numbers. He'll never put up a season like that. I'd safe bet. Donovan Mitchell got the winning boost, and so
and Tatum was the fifth. My fault.
Okay, and then we got Tatum and Mitchell. Tatum's numbers were fine. Mitchell's numbers were lackluster, people felt. But both of those were big-time winning teams. So maybe Haliburton could do it if they're, like, top of the East. If they're one seed. And he does that.
That could be cool. Yeah, I could see it happening.
But it's hard. Because if another guard... It's just if someone else puts up, like, historic numbers.
Cade.
Like
If Cade comes out and he's, like, 28 and 11 on good efficiency next year.
Yeah. He won't, but yeah. No.
What the fuck?
If Pablo gets up to 3 seed and he's 32 on 52% true shooting, he might make it.
52%? Jeez. You have no confidence in the guy. That's fucked up.
Who?
Chris Paul.
And like there's got to be someone like a new Lillard who's putting up big numbers.
He's the new Lillard.
Haliburton?
Yep.
His numbers won't look like that.
They could.
Yeah, but he won't shoot enough.
You're such a bitch.
I'm speaking hard truths.
Chris Paul, I love basketball references that are just like a wall of stats, and Chris Paul is one of those for sure.
He's played
it's crazy.
too long.
It's crazy that he ripped off just another 3 All-NBA teams after Houston. He made All-NBA with OKC and twice with Phoenix. He leaves Houston.
I forgot entirely about Phoenix. What?
OKC straight to San Antonio.
Yeah. Yeah, that
I
was
guess
a
he
good
even
run.
played. He was with the Warriors last year. God, this is so weird. The end of his career is so insane.
He's, yeah, just imagine him teaching Tumani Kamara his tricks.
Tumani Kamara's not going to be there next year.
What? Where's he gonna be?
Denver, Colorado.
Whoa, for Michael Porter Jr. Yeah. Wow.
Michael Porter Jr. in a first-round pick will take Jeremy Grant's
What?
dog shit garbage contract.
Jeremy Grant posts cool TikToks, but no one, they don't get motion.
I know. I follow a guy I'm mutuals with on TikTok. He's like a Portland-based guy, but he does mostly like, in interior design and shit, I think.
Oh.
But sometimes he just posts videos where he's like, yo, Jeremy Grant's fits are so fucking hard, dude. He's underrated in the fit game. And it's like, yeah, you got to be better to get the nods. Because if you're dressing cool and then you're just, I guess Jordan Clarkson does it, but.
Oh, shut up, dude. Don't mention that.
He dresses cool and then he plays terrible and no one cares.
I remember years ago, Jeremy Grant was on Zach Lowe's podcast, or maybe Windhorst, and he's like,
okay.
I just got back from my solo trip to India. I was like, whoa, this dude's going on a solo trip to India? This guy.
And now you hate India because he's bad.
No, I love India. Let's ban Jeremy. No, I actually like Jeremy Grant too. So.
As a player, you think he's good?
A change of scenery.
His contract's just so big.
Is he 40 mil?
Let me pull it up. Hold on. I think it's pretty similar to Michael Porter Jr.'s. I think there's just one less year.
The range of guys who are making 40 mil, like Brunson at the top, Grant at the bottom, is crazy. Well, no, Sabonis at the bottom. Would you rather have Grant or Sabonis?
Probably Jeremy Grant, I guess. Yeah. You've convinced me. I'm pretty anti-Sabonis now, I'm not going to lie. So he's $30 million. So it's 29 this year, 32 next year, 34 the year after that, and then 27, 28 at his age 33 season, he has a $36 million player option.
He'll probably pick that up.
I think he'll probably, maybe he's trying to get one more contract. Maybe he forgoes it. Yeah, it's so crazy to think back on them. They gave him that deal. They traded Damian Lillard like 5 days later, it feels like.
It was very soon after.
It was like, here's your money because we want Dame to stay. We're trying to get,
There should have been a clause put in.
Like, they should have gathered all the NBA owners and been like, is this allowed? Are you going to do this? But then, yeah, like, I swear, weeks later, it was just like, yep, Dame doesn't want to be there anymore.
What's it called? Oh, yeah. So, inside the NBA, they're making a big deal about...
I've heard of it.
It's our last hurrah together. Or
okay.
We're going out with a bang. And I didn't even realize Ernie agreed to go to ESPN. So they're going to have the entire crew together, and they're going to have the same production staff. So it's literally the entire...
Our last hurrah in this building.
The entire same thing. And so they're going to release a documentary, I guess, like a mini documentary right after their last...
we should do that.
We should. We're at the... Hey, if they're doing it. And they ruined the All-Star game with their special honoring ceremony.
All the players are on camera going, this is fucking stupid.
Has anyone ruined as much goodwill as this group?
No.
It's crazy.
No, probably not. Because maybe like Karl Malone or something. But like...
Yeah. But you know what? People never really liked him, I think. Because people were like, Jazz are boring, blah, blah, blah. And then they were like, he's a choker.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He's a big muscle guy, but he was like a jump shooter.
Yeah.
Weird.
Get your big ass in the fucking paint, dude.
Yeah,
come on. You're going to let Charles Barkley dunk more than you? He's fat.
Guys, is Karl Malone natty? Comment down below.
Hell no. Absolutely not. Not like LeBron.
Oh. But I don't know if they had good. Well, I guess Lance Armstrong was on EPO in the 90s, right?
I don't know.
Well,
I have no idea. I have no frame of reference for Lance Armstrong.
I should rewatch his doc.
What's it called?
I forget.
How I Lost My Ball. Lance Armstrong.
It's kind of funny how psycho of a liar he was. Like, he ruined like his best friend's life
How?
Because his friend was like, I admit it, he cheated, and he's like, I'm gonna sue you for defamation, and then he won, and then and then later he's like, no, he was right.
It's funny to be like
crazy.
It's funny. I don't know. Obviously, cycling is his life or whatever, but like to me. It makes more sense. Michael Jordan, life obsession, psychopath about basketball. I guess in retrospect it makes more sense because he made the league like so global and everything. But like basketball as a sport, just like it logically makes more sense to like sink everything into that. Doing it for like an Olympic sport or something, it's just like, dude, that's. I don't understand that
because it's much less dynamic. So, like track people, it's like you're doing the same. You have to stay in shape for 4 years to make milliseconds of difference, and you're just like honing the same technique.
And you're going to the grocery store after. You're going to work at like Hooters or something.
Well, they make money.
How?
The top ones. There's other track events, and they have like. Shoe deals and stuff.
Oh
they're like Puma athletes.
Yeah, fucking whatever. What's that one guy who everyone he was
Noah
annoying?
Lyles.
Noah Lyles.
He doesn't have to work.
He can go teeth for teeth with Buddy Hield.
We haven't heard from him in a long time. It was last year.
That's what I'm saying. This is the most famous track guy in the world.
Well, now there's a new kid.
The
What's
Baltimore
his name?
guy who like
his name is no, he's not American. His name is spelled Gout, but it's not pronounced that.
I was hoping it'd be like
he's real speedy.
We'd get new Usain Bolt, where it's like
he might be him. Oh, you want like
I want like Zoom Thompson or something.
like flash speed.
Yeah, well, it's actually pronounced new, and you have to like move your head Doppler effect as you say it.
D'Angelo Russell's in China playing 1-on-1.
He was getting cooked up by that guy.
Is he playing in the 200? Is he doing the 200 game?
What's the 200? I'm not even locked up.
No, there's one guy in China who plays people to 100. Like he played, it was 1v1 versus Derrick Rose to 100. 1v1 versus Kyrie Walker to 100. So did this guy play D'Lo to 100? I hope so.
That'd be funny. All I saw was that he got two step back threes hit on him.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on Twitter? Asia Wilson said she would beat Josh Hart 11-8 in a 1v1. Someone quoted it and said it's time to revisit this because Josh Hart's been playing so bad lately.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm seeing a Sonic commercial. Should I get Sonic?
What's it for?
It's for the Smasher.
I do kind of want a burger. That sounds good. Yeah, I don't have anything else. It's just this picture of when that guy in Creed got punched really hard. You remember?
Yeah.
But it says Obi Toppin good because Obi Toppin hit like the dagger on the Knicks.
What do people who think the refs are like on Shea's side? What do they think the NBA is doing? Like,
well, they're trying to force him down our throats.
Why? Why him?
Because that's who they picked to be the face of the league superstar.
They picked him over Edwards. Well,
yep.
Okay, so let's do full. So Edwards, too many kids. He's out.
Well, he's not married. That's what Shaq said.
He gives us a bad look. Shea, high school sweetheart,
and he has a kid now, and he's nice to the kid.
Yeah, but he's Canadian. He's not
Canadian.
American.
We can never let him talk on camera.
He's not white, and
that's fine. You could be,
well, let's be real, if there's a white guy, they want the white guy to be.
Well, Cooper Flag, he's coming.
Yeah,
just give it a sec.
That's why they're excited.
You think that would be interesting if like 5 years from now, it's just like they are leaning way more Cooper than Wemby, and it's like, wait, what are you guys doing here? What is this?
I don't know how much Riz Cooper has. We'll have to see.
I know Wemby has. Did you hear he grew an inch?
Yeah, they're like he's 7'7".
Guys, stop growing, please. You can't get any bigger than that, Wemby. Please stop.
I feel like all the growth stuff is a lie, except for maybe Naz Reid.
How tall is he?
I think he grew from 6'9" to 6'10".
Okay, I'm cool with that.
People used to lie about, like, people would say, hey, you know who had the same growth rumors as Paul George and Jason Tatum? They're both like, they got up to 6'10". It's just like, come on.
Nice.
People used to lie about Ben Simmons. They're like, he's up to 7 feet. Did you see? But who? Oh yeah. So Shea, Canadian guy. Not even like the most explosive game possible. Like aesthetically, it's not number one.
It's cool.
Yeah, Oklahoma City. Like why would
the biggest market in the league?
Famously. So, why would? It makes no sense.
Well, I don't know. I don't think these people are operating super logically. If I'm going to be honest.
We need an American superstar.
Me talking to a toddler that's chewing on an action figure. It makes no sense. That's not food.
I remember when Stephen A. was like, Ohtani can't be the face of baseball. He doesn't speak English.
He doesn't speak English. Bro, we got a gambling addict to help with that. That was so cool. Oh, I remembered a segment that we should add to our list of ideas. We should draft our all NBA next Aaron Gordon teams, where it's like, who's the next guy that like you shift his role and all of a sudden you have this sick ass role player.
Jeremy Grant.
No.
Wow.
Part of the problem also with this, because I was looking around at it a little bit. What is Aaron Gordon making right now? Let me see.
Would you do MPJ for Jeremy Grant?
If I can have Tumani Kamara, absolutely.
Just straight up.
No.
Really?
Jeremy Grant's not.
He shot
42% on twos last year.
What did he shoot on three? Was it also 40%?
That's all I'm looking at. Do I care?
Hey,
no,
really?
you do not.
Yeah, he shoots 100% off cuts. That's all I need. Off open dunks under the basket.
Aaron Gordon, 31 mil next year, 34, 37 million player option after that. Part of the problem with like guys like this is I feel like they just get big contracts right away. Aaron Gordon was on a really good contract for a while.
What if it's Jeremy Grant and let me fire up the trade machine. Would you take Ayton?
No.
And Jeremy Grant.
No.
Why?
Tumani Kamara. I don't want.
You're not getting Tumani
Come on. Fork him over.
Kamara.
Why not?
Because he's good and young.
He's 24. That's ancient in the NBA.
He's way better than MPJ.
On defense.
Yeah, hey, totality.
So am I giving up a first to get Ayton, or is this just for MPJ?
Well, no, I'm trying to work out a deal.
I'd rather have Robert Williams.
Would you really?
Yeah,
he's
DeAndre
dead.
Ayton.
He's dead.
Is bad at basketball.
He's alive though.
Barely. Am I getting his fucking mattress?
Oh yeah, you really gotta make sure, and don't move into an elevated neighborhood. It gets snowy and icy in Denver.
Yeah.
All right, so if we do Jeremy Grant and DeAndre Ayton, we just have to match $67 million.
Okay.
Salary. Okay. And so MPJ can make up 40 of that, right?
Okay. Yeah, the Nuggets famously a lot of extra salary. There's some guys you could throw over there, I guess.
Zeke Naji?
Nah, Pacers.
How far away are we?
Or Blazers, whatever.
All right, we have about $21 million.
Don't stop working
to
on
make
this. I don't want DeAndre Ayton.
Even as a backup?
You're putting together a trade that means nothing.
Even as a backup?
No, not even as a backup.
You don't know how bad you have it. You're an idiot.
You're fucking. Hey, the Bulls are shopping Vucevic. Did you see that?
Oh, to
who? No one. He's gonna stay there. But Giddey, he's only expecting $120 million. Did you
really?
see that?
All right, Brooklyn, sweep in, jump in, get him.
Someone said something. They were like, because someone was like, "Oh, well, the 120, that's better than the 150. I thought it was gonna be." And they're like, "Yeah, getting shot in my leg is a lot better than getting shot in the face."
I'll give him $5 million, and if it's more than that, I'm over it. $5 million for a bench role. Okay, so you need a. If you did Zeke Najee, would you do Najee and MPJ for Jeremy Grant?
No.
Really?
Yeah, really. What's wrong with you? You're driving me insane.
I think Jeremy Grant's got some stuff going on in the right situation.
It's because he's on the Blazers playing meaningless basketball that you barely fucking watch.
He's got long arms. He used to block shots. He can make threes. He's got self-creation.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. He was Pistons.
No, he does not.
Remember the Pistons?
He was bad with the Pistons.
He was like league average efficiency.
Let me see. Oh, 36% on threes. Wow, this is great.
What was the year before?
Oh, okay. He shot 38% on twos.
Well, he was probably testing out some stuff. Some mid-range.
What stuff?
Maybe like Michael Jordan fadeaway game.
We go watch his film. He's like shooting it backwards.
How many games did he play?
47.
So it's a health thing, obviously. He was injured.
Well, he's only played 60 games once in the past 5 years. So.
Oh shoot. So maybe maybe we don't do because of durability.
Maybe turdability thing.
Turdability.
How much can they poop?
All right, let's see. How much is Tumani Kamara making? He's making $2 million.
Yeah, I'll take that guy, please.
What would you possibly give up?
Hand him over. Well, I'll take Jeremy Grant's awful contract off their hands, obviously.
Oh, really?
I'm doing you a favor.
Hunter Tyson for Kamara. The salaries match.
Trade machine success. Oh my god. This is what Nico Harrison does all day.
I don't know. Nico Harrison's like, Slade from Teen Titans? And
yeah.
He would hang out in the underground lava pit or whatever that was. That's what Nico Harrison does. And he's probably talking to Raven's dad.
The demon?
Yeah.
Azeroth Metreon Synthos. And I dunk the basketball with like a weird magical black hand.
Okay.
Have you thought of any superpowers? I thought of one good one that I would like to give somebody, but I'm saving it for the episode.
Oh, for the basketball? No.
What? I mean...
Well, I think of superpowers all the time, but I haven't in a little while.
Well, can you give me like a fun one you've thought of?
No, dude, come on.
Dude, come on. I'm not going to steal your fucking IP.
I have a good... No, I'll tell you after.
Oh my god.
Can't make it public.
All right. You know what? On that note, David, an hour 28.
Hey, make sure you stop your recording at the same time.
I'm stopping it right now.
Basketball is an endurance race. Whoever's got something left to give in the fourth quarter wins. Up tempo means I'm going to run you into the ground.